Okay, we are live. Welcome to the channel of love. Notification going to go out. I've become really tired just as I was clicking the live button. It's like, am I coming on? Am I not coming on? Why am I tired all of a sudden? I was sitting here. I still got the telly on. That gives me signs. I haven't actually watched anything. I've just got it on Netflix. It's waiting for me to decide on something. So it's all drawn me to come on and go live. Okay, interesting, because Anne with an E is up, and like Anne with an E just messaged me then saying ha ha ha. I mean, that's MIB International Men in Black. Here come the Men in Black. I'll wait to see if anyone's going to join and chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here. Les Marisibles. Is that how you pronounce it? I've not seen that. Les Marisibles. It's dark, emotional, and epic, apparently. What's this that's on? Yesterday. Charming, quirky. Oh, that's coming on the 4th of June. That's Emily's birthday. There you go. I should take her to the movies. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. I think I've seen that film, Columbiana. Columbia, coming on Tuesday. Right, I'm distracted by this TV. When I first turned the camera on, it was like I was staring over here. Like, let's turn that off. Sweet tooth. I've had loads of sweet stuff tonight, and I've got the most delicious cup of coffee. I manifested this. I'll tell you how I manifested it. Because I done dinner. Emily come down. I said, we've got everything apart from Coca-Cola. And I said, well, that's not true, actually. So I opened up the fridge, and there was like, you know, when there's just like a tiny amount left in the bottle. It's like, well, I didn't state how much I wanted, but I was thinking I wanted a can. I said, it doesn't matter. So I swigged that down, and then I had an empty coffee cup, and I went to put the kettle on. I thought, well, I'll have a coffee with my dinner. Forgot about that, come and sat down. And then after dinner, I just looked over, and there's this cup of coffee here. And I'm like, where did that come from? And she said, I made it for you. And she makes it's really nice. I made it for you. I said, I've just manifested that. Mm. The power was really strong. So I do actually have serious messages to bring to you guys, because I've been out and about, and my energy is like really strong. I'd say like I'm lighting up my part of the world. Like I don't know what the fuck happens. It's like spirit moves me. And it's just an incident happened where kind of decided to kind of like sing happy birthday out really loud, like outside, like in front of like a restaurant. Let's not go there, really, but I did go there, and I'm thinking, fuck me, this energy is so fucking bright. Everyone's looking at me. Listen, when I left the scene, I'm not going to apologize for it, because everyone was buzzing. I could see it. They were intrigued by who this woman is. Shit. We need to have a look at some cards, because the energy is like it's that solar energy. New Earth is here, and we're here to brighten up the day. I'm just warning you. You'll know if you're like in New Earth, because you would have tapped into your powers. Bugs will be everywhere. Look out for bugs, guys. Signs. But if you're kind of there, and like you've made the ascension, you're going to know what I'm talking about. If you don't, well, I don't really know what to say. It's like, I need to talk about this stuff for the ones that are awake. Okay, because we're creating New Earth now. Shit me, you don't need any company. You're enough, quite enough on your own. It's like you hold your ground. You really are not concerned what others think about your energy. And the words just come flowing out of your mouth as needed. It's like, get her back home. And that's me saying to me, it's like, get her home. Drawing all this attention to myself. It's like, and for me, I want to say, my ego wants to say, this isn't good. And it's like, no, this is different. This is New Earth. And it's been happening where people have actually been stopping me. A gentleman a few months back Actually, I saw him today, but as I was coming out, he was going. I thought, well, I'm not meeting you today, but I remember our conversation because I was at the till and I don't down the shop and I don't really, everything happens down the shop, right? It's only 6 doors away, 7 doors. It's like, fucking hell. It's a very short distance I have to go. And something always happens. And I don't even know what I said, but it was very positive. It was very optimistic. And as I come out of the shop, I was waiting. I think Jamie was in there. Yeah, Jamie was in there. So I was waiting outside the shop for Jamie to do his shopping. And then this man come out and he he just, I don't know, smiled at me and he just said, I've never heard anything like that. I said, excuse me? And he said, well, you're very positive. It's not that little counselling session, walking back, wanted me to have a chat with the teenage daughter. Okay. Seriously, I think I just told him to take his victim t-shirt off. He needed to lead the way. Why won't my daughter listen to me? And I said, well, are you worth listening to? Shock and awe them. Oh, my heart's beating really fast. I'm not really concerned because I know I can see right into people's souls. So, and I actually met someone today who's been avoiding me. It was his birthday. That's why I sang. And he has been avoiding me. And he went to me, it's really nice to, I even sent him a letter. He wanted to come and visit me so we could have a chat. I didn't hear back from him. And circumstances have lined it up that I've met him today. And it was beautiful to meet him. And I know that people, there's no reason to be afraid of me. It's like, I just make you feel at home. It's a natural thing I do. And as soon as I started talking to him, it was just really lovely. And afterwards he went, it's really, really nice, like, to finally meet you. I think I've invited you round. I've been wanting to meet you for like over a year. And it was kind of like, you could see on his face, it's like, what the fuck? Who is she? Hey, I'm just an angel. Don't say that to them. I like this energy. You do know this energy raises the vibration of our planet, and I'm not gonna be ashamed of it. Okay, that's what I'm here to do. So I'm here to actually serve quite a bit, but I do at the moment have some serious messages to get us through this transition, because as we know, really, in comparison to our world, there is just a few that are going to be leading the way. So should we actually talk some business and see what's going on out there? Okay, because we're minding our own business. And what are we here to do? Shine. You've got to ride the wave. People are out. The sun's out. It felt like summer today. Even Emily went outside. She went, it smells like Florida. Like where we put, really, I suppose it took her back to the feeling of being there and the sunshine state, being in a sunshine state. It's like we owe it to our world. We owe it to humanity. Okay. Got to start somewhere, haven't we? And it starts within us. It just explodes. There's something riding on the back of this dolphin here. It actually feels like both counterparts, because you have to remember that you're high vibing, so you're going to attract what you're vibing, and you're wanting, obviously, your divine other to be vibrating at the same level, don't you? Makes sense? If you're vibrating there, then it makes sense to, excuse me, your divine one's vibrating there as well. That's why you've got to stay high vibing. Okay. But I felt like about going solo, but you're not going solo, because like you've got like a little directional buddy here. That's one thing I really realised is that I have adopted, just got a scratch, is I'm under divine guidance, most definitely. And I've really been practicing that one. Just handed over kind of, I suppose that's the little chats that you're having with yourself as well. Well, what are we doing now then? Well, why don't we go and do that? Sometimes I go, why aren't I doing that? Do you not think I should be doing that? And they're like, no, not at the moment, Lucy, it's not necessary. So to actually be, even when it comes to dinner or the timing of going out, every time I go out, I'm meeting, well, you're only going out for a reason. It's not for the reason you think, like going to the shop or blah, blah, blah. You're just not paying attention to who who you're being sent out to assist. Okay. 14. Look how dirty this page is. It feels like it's been on the solitude page for ages. There's a windmill. Got to look for the windmill. You have to also remember all the messages that I've put out, especially those written messages. Maybe I need to put them into a playlist. You guys are real chatty tonight. Don't run away and get scared that though, because I can't actually see you, so don't worry about it. I don't know who you are, but there's 3 of you. Hi. Those messages, those typed up messages. So when I channel messages, they may be relevant in 6 months' time. The fact is that you pay attention to it. You've been warned. Don't forget. Okay, but just carry on. That's how you live in the now. Anyway, where are we going? We're going to 14. And it says, ride the wave. Right now, success is easy and effortless. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's like you don't need to go seeking to serve, really. Serving seeks you. I'm a bit philosophical now. Shit, man. It's like the deeper you get into this game, the higher you rise and the more you become, if you kind of spill out these words, what is it that I'm trying to explain? Because I've got to put some meaning behind it. Right now, success is easy and effortless. Okay, you should start to see people. Okay, I'm going to take Emily as an example of this. So Emily has an awesome job. Okay, absolutely loves it. And but she didn't, it wasn't advertised and she didn't go after it. Her sister went for another position and the position wasn't for her because they wanted her to work in the kitchen as well and cook. And she's like, I don't really do that. But she's like, and I don't have experience. They said, we're not looking for experience necessarily. She said, maybe you want to speak to my sister. So then they let Megan know. Apparently it's like a little joke inside like the building because they've never interviewed 2 sisters. So they emailed Megan and said, just to say you've not been successful, which Megan already, you know, it wasn't for her anyway. She had recommended a sister. They said, can you get your sister to email us? Well, Emily's been there a couple of weeks now, absolutely loves it. Where are we going with this, Lucy? Oh, she messages me today. Well, her first day, I think it was. One person asked about her family, and she said, we're all quite spiritual in my house. And so I twigged that comment. I twigged it. I took note of it. And I thought, that's interesting, because she could have just said my mum's spiritual and have nothing to do with it. So she was kind of out of the spiritual closet. And he kind of said, what's that mean? And she's just kind of like, I don't know. And I said to her today, I said, what does that actually mean, that we are spiritual? Because I don't want people to think that we're kind of into some like massive religion. It's, you know, we talk a lot about sign synchronizations. We're all in the flow of that and recognizing that. I said, but what does that mean, Emily? I said, it means that we don't shout in my house. There's no angriness. Is that a word? Angriness. Okay, it's a very peaceful energy. You feel loved. You feel as if you are someone. You're encouraged and supported. Whether you're looking for disappointment, which the kids automatically do, because obviously they've had they've been around like the peer group pressure point of it, where it's like, well, we live so differently to others. So when they go into other people's homes, there's a big contrast and they just kind of want to come home, which I love. There's no pressure here. There's no expectation. And I think that's what is really living a spiritual life. It's just peaceful. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that or any reason to be ashamed of it. So where are we going with this? Oh, so anyway, she texted me early when she was at work and she said, I mentioned you today. I said, did you? She said, yeah, they're like maybe thinking about having you in. And I said, oh, that would, yeah, that would be nice. And she said, but I want to see you first to see, I suppose, if I'm any good. And I was outside the place singing happy birthday early on. Afterwards, I realised it was like, shit, Emily works here. Emily's at home. It wasn't even us. I kind of scooted away. It's like, I think about, I didn't actually go on the premises. I was only passing, but was there for a good 10, 15 minutes. It's just, so it's like Emily's opened up doorways for me because her sister had opened up doorways for her. And she's got this awesome job. And then it's like, well, there is a doorway that could be opened, whether or not it is. I just find it quite fascinating how it all kind of. And then I imagine she could go in now and say, I take it you've met my mum. She was the lady singing out front because they've not met me. It's like, how do you describe like me? It's like, you're probably best not to. You'll know when you meet her. That's a power, guys. And you've got to recognize it when you are a people person and you know you can do this. You can, it's been happening so much. I was speaking to Original and she's been kind of, I think maybe only the once she was selling her products as well to this lady. And she said, this lady's completely changed. And it's our energy that's transmuted through anything that we kind of produce in our presence or whether it's a product. There's a lot of power behind it. And it's like people will seek you out, okay? It's exciting, isn't it, for those who are getting this? It's still very quiet. Come on, giggle with me. It's dark outside. It's getting dark now. I'll tell you another thing that I found interesting was the other day I'm meant to be reading this message. Listen, I'm full of stories. I could just carry on and carry on. But the other day, was it yesterday? George Michael come up praying for time. And I was upstairs and I was rummaging around in a box or something. I found some CDs and I saw ladies, hi Original. How you doing, sweetie? And I saw, I always want to say talk of the angel. I don't know though, talk of the devil. Look into my eyes. I'm serious that these work. Oh, just a little joke. Oh, I swear. She cracks me up, that lady. You need to check out her website and you need to check out her YouTube channel and then her products, Whispers Crystals. I think it is on Facebook, you find it. She's got some good stuff and she's so motivated at the moment. She's so like on it. She's got a lot to do. Okay. I was telling you another story. I'm not, am I? I'm going to go. I'm going to go and read this. Okay, we're getting the energy like really hyper. It needs to. I want to have a look at this Ride the Wave. Don't worry if you lose the flow, Lucy. Just jump onto another one. You can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Test it out, guys. Have the confidence. It's amazing. Don't get embarrassed though. Don't shut down. Because I noticed a couple of people and I noticed their faces and I wanted to straight away think, oh, I'm too loud for them. But it was like, do not judge that look on that face because there's nothing that wrong that you're doing at this point. You are lifting the energy. You've got everyone laughing. You've got people smiling. You're telling stories very quickly and you're just passing. I mean, I wasn't even on the premises. Over the fence. Okay, I'm not even sure it's 2 meters. Do we have to do that 2 meter nonsense anymore? Well, I don't even know what we can and can't do. I'm like, catch up with me soon when you're allowed. When you're allowed. Oh. I've got an elastic band. Well, it's not. It's actually a hairband. I think it's been there all day because I decided in the end to put it back with this one. So, but I've had it on my right side all day long and I haven't flicked it once. No, because I'm feeling as if like this, that's been put there for like as a pickup if I'm negative or anything or judgmental. So it's like I haven't flicked that once. I feel a bit jumpy with them curtains being open and just like the black out there. I've been out with Mother Nature today working on the garden. I was telling you guys about bugs. Like bugs, you might be attracting bugs. It's your energy. So you're going to be attracting a lot of naturalistic things, okay? Seriously. And it's because you're vibrating, okay? You're the source of the earth. Nice. Nice. Original. Good, thank you. They really do work, full of good intentions, and they work quickly. I know. But I'm going to know. I've got my package coming. Okay. It's been paid for. She's packaging it up. She's actually making them, I reckon, as we speak, like mine. I can't wait. Well, I can wait. I'm quite patient. I'm looking forward to it. They get here when they're meant to get here. But yeah, I've put in my order. So, and yeah, she's kind of accommodating as well. So, seriously. Okay. Read the card. Well, I'm reading the book. Oh, we'll read the book if you like. Do you want to read? I felt the urge, I swear. I'm quite high at the moment. I went to rest earlier, but I don't think I rested. But a lot happened in that time. And then I woke up full of energy, like I just had to get up. But I didn't go to sleep. But a lot come through. I wanted to give you guys a message to say, if you want to know what's going on, grab your nearest book, give it a flick through. The Bible. Got the burps. I had onions. Do you think that gives you the burps? I had hot dog. I had hot dog. With onions. It was nice. And I have homemade French fries and I left the skins on. And then I had barbecue beans and coleslaw. That's what I had for dinner. In a bun, hot dog in a bun. And it was a long sausage. A proper sausage as well. Like a pork sausage, not like a frankfurter. I think they meant for beef for the barbecue. But T was sitting on the barbecue. I told her earlier we're not having a barbecue just because the sun's out. Don't get too excited. Sun's out every day. Have a barbecue whenever you want, not just when the sun's out. You get so excited. It's in the shelves down the shop when the sun's out. It's like, fuck me, where's everything gone? Beer? Oh my Lord. Get down there, get more alcohol. The sun is out. Let's have a drink. Jeez. Sun's out every day where I am. And I'm like mostly, yeah, okay, I do have rain, but most of the time I skip most of the bad weather because I just send it away. But I let it rain. I let it rain. It always tells what the energy is, but I get fascinated by actually how you can clear the own what? Well, you have the power over it all, and if you can be trusted with it, then you open up to your talents, your gifts, and with it comes great responsibility. It means you need to shine and smile and tits and teeth, but it happens naturally. You just can't help but perform to what you're here to perform. So you can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all your talents, coupled with your hopes and dreams, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you are definitely on the right path. If you're not feeling this, then you can choose any moment to raise your vibration and get into the energy of joy and start enjoying your life. That's all you're here to do, is to live in joy. Your life, love, and laughter is all I believe. There you go. Your life, love, and laughter, said by Living Joy. Am I a dreamer? Are you a dreamer? Oh, come on. People love meeting a dreamer. You set them like the spark in them on fire. They're like, I want a bit of that. I want that enthusiasm. Anyway, go share it. As long as like you're at that point where it doesn't deplete you, what people think, it's just nice to just be that joy. You just don't know whose face you may put a smile upon, who's just needing that. Don't judge what you're doing. Just believe that you're here. Yeah, this is about following your true north. Just go with it, guys. You're directed every step of the way. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the Bible, wasn't I? Flicking through. Diverted me from that. I know, listen, but it's hilarious, really. I'll show you in a moment how you can do it. Well, you should be able to do it. Just do it. Don't do anything. Turn the radio on. It doesn't matter. If you've got the intention behind it, I want to find out what's going on. So let me put a song on and the lyrics going to tell me. Boom. The lyrics going to tell you. Details, details. And it's the power behind your intention, your belief, that actually makes it happen. That's why it's hard to show others, because it's like when you put that belief into someone else, it's like if you try to point out signs and synchronizations, when that person looks, it disappears because they're not on that wavelength. It's like they can't see that. It's impossible. They're not vibing at that vibration. Congratulations to all that are, because life's just about to get, well, it's already, it's just, what was I talking about? You talk about so much. Listen, you're not like this vessel, mate. Trying to deal with that, the one inside. Like compass. As long as you orient your compass to true north. I've got a sneeze coming. That's going to sit in me now. See, I told you, I'm a bloody vehicle. Use her. Okay. She's a chatty one, that one. Fuck off. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. I just laugh at it now. It's like I don't even think that people think I'm crazy, because then I would think that I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm tapped in. You're entering uncharted territories right now. Is this the right? Yep. We've not been in this area before. Okay. Listen, it takes some adapting, but just giggle and go with it. You're all going to experience this once you believe it, just as soon as you believe it. Okay. I got the power. Jamie knows he's got it. He came home yesterday, and I think it was yesterday, and he went to me, I'm not being funny. And I went, like, you don't want to give yourself a God complex, but, you know, you can. And he said, but I think I've been given the authority to, like, deal some karma or deal with karma. So he picked up, there's a group of lads who like to kind of try to terrorize the estate. Yeah. And I don't normally really come across them causing trouble because my energy is not there. So when they're behaving like that, I wouldn't meet them anyway. So everyone's normally always behaving when I meet people because my energy is high. So it's impossible to attract the shit. I used to find that in prison when I used to work in a prison. It's like, I don't get to see all that shit. It's like, no, you wouldn't. I get to see, hi, miss, thank you for that. Oh, thank you for sorting that out. And, you know, and they all remembered me and they'd all flock when I kind of went into prison, the prisoners would. But I didn't really get spat at or slandered at. And I got ignored by the staff in the end because I pulled them up on how they treated people. But then I left. You just know your time's up. It's like, this is just too ridiculous. But I know that I helped quite a few people whilst I was in there, and that was my purpose. Right, okay. Oh, so he told these kids to pick up the litter, and they said, oh, what are you talking about? And he said, well, look, all that litter you're kicking around, pick it up. I'm going to go in the shop, and when I come out, I want it picked up. I mean, Jamie's only 21. And then they started gobbing off. So Jamie went back out and he stood there and took a picture of them all and then walked back in the shop. And the boys come into the shop. He's like, can you give me back my picture? Can you delete that? Blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. He said, go and pick the litter up. He said, we have done. So he said, right then, come on. And he kind of dragged him out there to have a look. And I picked it up. So he stood there and deleted it and went to his recently deleted photos. You have to go there, don't you, to delete, otherwise you still have a copy. And he done all that. He said, but it got the job done. And he was absolutely right. He does have the authority to do that now. It's all for the greater good anyway. I mean, he was no saint growing up, but he is a marvellous example of transformation. Okay, you're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, You'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Okay. I want to repeat this, guys. When I keep saying, I hope you're getting the messages, they're serious. I know I can be very childlike, but I'm very, very serious about our role here. Okay. So to stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that spirit is working in your life, so even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass with spirit as true north will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. That's what I want to say to that. What do you reckon? What else can I tell you? What else can I tell you? We could go to the journey of love. Or we could go to a divine feminine card, actually. So I've been feeling this big shift since the new moon energy, which was around the beginning of the month, around about the 11th, I believe it was. And I've been explaining about this feeling of oneness. So should we just have a look into that a bit more and see what's happened? Because I feel more about being called to work now for the collective. Like actually, I've been called to, like more than ever, focus on the twin flame journey. And it's like that really does need the attention at the moment to bring this together. So that's interesting because I've always tried to stay away from the name on this channel. From other groups, guys, that use the name, they can have big audiences. It's about the quality though, isn't it? I believe, not the quantity. So we've got a really nice tribe here. And I've started using the twin flame name, which I don't have an issue because it's such a unique connection, but people really need to understand and do the work before they can really call themselves a twin flame. And I felt like this oneness, and it was like, I can use the name now. So it's like being given permission. Okay, how many cards? We can take those. What happened to my voice then? How many cards? All right. Okay, before we go any further, I'm going to the Bible. Are you? Yeah. Chill out. It's just humorous. There's good messages, okay? This is about putting the fear of God into you. Okay, I've said to you guys before, it's like they don't really give a shit. You can use the stories and talk about angels and that. You're just energy. Okay, this stuff is what build your faith, like tarot. And but at the end of the day, it's just about your vibration. You're just going to attract to you what you're putting out there. So, about the Good News Bible. Well, the year 1966 was a good year. Are you serious? This is what it's got me reading to you. Right? You're not interested in the Bible? Fucking check this out. Seriously. This should have you laughing. You already know what I'm going to say because you already know what happened in 1966, don't you? Classic. Never lets you down. The year 1966 was a good year. England won the World Cup. In the fucking Bible, mate. Made the Bible. Would you believe it? The Beatles released Revolver. Can we not go to yesterday? All my troubles seem so far away. And the Good News Bible was published. Hallelujah. Back then, it wasn't even called the Bible. The first published part, the New Testament, was given the title Good News for Modern Man. And it was modern. The language was simple and friendly, ideal for people who were not used to the Bible, or even for people who did not have English as their first language. It was widely available. Copies were even on sale in supermarkets, and it had illustrations. Should we carry on? It was an overnight success. And like all overnight successes, people had been working on it for years. Should we just stop there? Yeah, let's just stop there. Well, that was interesting. Did you expect that? Classic. Lily, you're snoring. You missed it. It wasn't even like anything biblical, really. Want to listen to original read from her Bible? You got to sit there and translate that shit. I was talking to her today about it. I said, I'm not being funny, but you can understand my Bible a bit more than what we can yours. I said, yours takes a lot of mental fucking work. That's a true story. It's funny. Right, I've got, what have you got? I don't know what's on the table. We've got 2 cards here that are above the book. But we want to read from the book. And then I've got 1 card here that is over here. Let's have a look at this one first. Coming together. You don't even need to concern yourself about it. How, when, why it will happen. It just will. You've got to be vibing. Both following your true north. Being independent upon the good opinion of others. Don't worry about what they're thinking. Are you having a dream? I want to wake her. Oh, she's curled up. Curled up like she's in hibernation. 66. You and another soul are coming into each other's worlds. It is a karmic destiny that is unfolding, an expression of a divine plan set in motion many lifetimes ago. See why it needs its focus? Hi, Lovey. Hi, waking up, took a nap. Dizzy, has me tired. That destiny may have a romantic purpose. It may have a sacredness that is sexual. It may have a sacredness that is creative, tender, about learning self-esteem or courage. It may bring a gift of enduring friendship and loyalty, or be an expression of a passing flash of divine force that shakes your foundations and helps move you out of a situation which would have consumed your light with tediousness and playing small. The coming together is happening, however, know it is of love. Oh, Lily. Lily. Hey. She's deep in sleep. This oracle brings guidance. You are going to be moved by love, whether it is long term or fast and furious. That was me today, fast and furious. What the fuck was that? So you've been lucified. That's what my kids know. You are going to be moved by love, whether it is long term or fast and furious. It is love and it has meaning. Let it be what it is and do not try to force it to become what you think it must be. It has worth, as do you. Enjoy the experience and know it serves your growth. Singing happy birthday out loud, man. It's like, I felt that. It's like New Earth. We just birthed New Earth. So this is 2 energy patterns coming together, a shared frequency in a field of possibilities, and there was resonance. So are you vibing high? It's like, are you riding in on this wave? Because it's happening. And you should be able to see the proof and the evidence of the manifestation taking place. Okay. Let's have a look at these other two cards. Nearly out of this delicious coffee. Right, let's have a look at these. Heart of God, card number 9. That's interesting, isn't it? Look, 6, 6, 9. That's like my tattoo on the back. I've got like 666 on my back, but really it's like, it looks like a 6, 6 and then like a 9. It can look like a 6 or a 9, whatever. 669. Heart of God. Not the devil, a bloody angel. Big misunderstanding. You are part of something profound, a divine calling and privilege. It is the role of the inspiratrix or inspirator upon this earth. Interesting, they explain both. I'm sure that's inspirator, inspiratrix. You know, I'm like my fucking pronunciations. Hi to you guys. How are you, darling? You've had a very calming energy around you, T-Rose. So I'm taking it that you're very much imbalanced and coming in on this wave. Oh my God, spell check. But yeah, I like fucking need that. I am going to get a book soon. I've been talking about it. I might as well do it. And every word that I stumble over, I'm going to write down. And I'm just going to have myself a pronunciation book. Because most words don't even understand what they mean. Not most of them, but those ones I stumble over. I haven't come across it before, have I? So it's very unlikely I'm going to know the meaning if I don't know how to pronounce it. And, you know, there's not even a guarantee that the words that I do know what they mean, I'm going to pronounce them correctly. But hey, it's all about learning, isn't it? I don't mind being pulled up on it. It's just, yeah, it's all is well, maybe a hidden message. It's all bloody hidden, isn't it? Right, what's it? Oh, inspiratrix. Well, I want to call it an inspiratrix. I might just for once and for all, for one and for all, can we just find out what this word is? Because I've not really heard of it. I know what an inspirator is, but what's the other thing? Inspiratrix. Who does the tricks? Because you are part of something profound, a divine calling and privilege, which we know that the twin flame, the power couple, the divine awakening that's happening right now, it's a privilege to, it's honouring to be able to be a representation of light and love and be trusted with that. Okay, you've done the work. We should be proud. It is the role of inspiratrix or inspirator upon this earth. The women and men who have hearts capable of bliss. Right, let's have a look at this inspiratrix. Which one's which, do you reckon? Who's the masculine? Who's the feminine? Seems to put the feminine first. It is the role of the inspiratrix or inspirator upon this earth. The men, the women and men. Bless you. What does that mean? Spirit won't move. Spirit moves me. Okay, just don't confuse yourself. Oh, I feel a bit wheezy. How do you spell this? INSPIRATRIX. There's no results found. INSPIRA IIX. No, it's just one I. But yeah, they should have. Oh no, why have you put a C? There's yoga and training, but I don't think that it's I can't really tell you what it means. Oh, what does inspiratrix mean? I want to know how you frigging pronounce it. How do I have to always accept? Or just whatever, just consent to it. Are you actually going to give me some possible meanings? All right, what have you got to sell me? Yeah, I'm not interested in that. There isn't even. Oh, hold on. No, no comments. No discussions. I just put, what the fuck does this mean? Right, so, okay. It's one of God's words. I told you to have these words streaming out of you. Ask Siri. I don't have that on. That would annoy me. I don't have Siri. I like to do this typing shit. Like, seriously, get rid of it all, and I'm happy to walk to the library. I don't have Siri on. Oh, you've done it. That's good. How to cuddle? I saw this really cute video. I sent it to both my children. Actually, I sent it to Original. I said, I think it's tutorial for the masculine. And it was Elmo learning how to dance. He was giving these little steps, and I found it quite comical. And you jiggle your body like this. Follow Elmo. He had them doing a dance. Happy dance. It was called a happy dance. Can we read this? Yeah, 46 minutes. You are part of something profound, a divine calling and privilege. It is the role of the inspiratrix or inspirator upon this earth, the women and men who have hearts capable of bliss. Bliss is what we feel when we let God in. The heart opens and we cannot speak for the sensation of it. It cannot be described. Great hearts can tolerate mystery. They can bear the enormity of divine bliss beyond analysis and description and simply be. How many other people do you think's actually Googled that word? They've skimmed over it, haven't they? Now we can just let it be. Some words you're just not going to find out what the meaning of them are, and that's absolutely okay. You don't have to do anything with it, you see. To be the inspiration is to have a heart open to the divine. It's a life calling. Your heart is an inspirational force to be loved, recognized, and protected for the precious catalyst of divine awakening that it is. Be led by your heart. God is in it, speaking through it. I can feel it, calling you forth to love. I don't necessarily have to call it God. I call it like the divine. I know it's energy, but it's nice to play with, like the divineness of it, the sweetness of the words. It's all the same. It's just love, energy, it's just light. Be led by your heart. God is in it, speaking through it, calling you forth to love. And the love that flows through your heart filters out through your toes, dripping on those beneath you as stars falling from heaven. This oracle holds a message for you. Look how lovely these cards are. It's like all happening up there, isn't it? Okay. Did you see all the clouds swirling? Well, they weren't really swirling, was they? But they sure did move over that span of, what was it, 20 minutes? Oh no, 8 minutes, 20 minutes. I was out there for 8 minutes. Felt shorter than that. And those clouds really did shift. So this oracle holds a message for you, direct from the divine. Okay. You have a sacred purpose to fulfill upon this earth, and it's fun. You just get to have fun and piss around all day long, and you get away with it. And people move out of the way, and they're just so accommodating, and then you get kind of rewarded for it. And you're like, I don't even have to do anything, just be me. And so, yeah. Yeah. Hi, Blair. Right, okay. Not quite there yet. Okay. This oracle holds a message for you, direct from the divine. You have a sacred purpose to fulfill upon this earth, and it's all sorted out. This situation, this issue, this awakening that you seek and are even, and are living even now. We're living even. That's good, isn't it? Think about the words. Well, not too much, but living even now. Masculine, feminine, balance. Okay. This situation, this issue, this awakening that you seek and are living even now is held lovingly in the hands of the divine creator. The creator says to you, leave it with me. It's all unfolding in perfection. I am alive in your heart. I am your heart. We were told earlier. Do you want this poem? We've still got another card. When souls are touched with love sublime and hearts unleash the wonder found, a promise made somewhere in time of words that speak without a sound. In gratitude, we transcend space and bless the gifts we now can keep. Of thoughts caress in soft embrace and eyes allowed in joy to weep. The moment's song that we compose will leave this life with no regret and carry forth what we impose to chart again a course once set. For what we have is ours to own, each breath a step, we measure sweet. Together now we wait alone and walk in peace, our hearts complete. It was like, shit, what's the time? I'm meant to be on at 11:11 listening to my premiere, my story time. It's all right. Breathe. That's what I was thinking about. Like that, the last part of that poem, so I wasn't really paying attention. I was too busy thinking about it being 11:11. Oh shit, hold on, let me just put some battery. We need juicing up a bit. We need juicing up. It just sounds so wrong. Okay. And then, I don't need to do anything. It's okay. Tomorrow night's chapter will be done. Oh, no, stop messing around now. It keeps going droopy on me. That's not acceptable now. Stand strong. Thanks very much. There's a silence in the air. Did we finish it? I think I did. We just had to check the time. We're good. We've got like half an hour. Yeah, we've done this one. My ears itching. The Mother Prays. 15. It's like it's a wild card. I'm like, where does this come into it? The Mother Prays. We've got Heart of God and then the Mother Prays. Oh, one thing that's come through this week is lovers that have passed over. So if you can think of some like kind of beautiful love affair stories that ended quite tragically, then from the other side are trying to come over for the lovers to don't fail. This, this can't be the only way for true love to kind of not be made manifest. So the energy of lovers from the past, stories, just that energy anyway. What else was I going to say about? No, just that part. I thought I was going to mention something about the mother. I've gone really congested. Oh, I was telling you, actually, okay, I can tell her about that, praying for time, because I did start a conversation and didn't tell you. So I was speaking about praying for time the other day. I read out the lyrics to George Michael. I then found an album, Ladies and Gentlemen, which then took me to Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. I have the CD of it. And then I remembered that inside the CD, there's a booklet and it has all the lyrics inside. So then I pulled out this booklet, the first part, and it's like a story of its own when you just read the lyrics. And the first part is for the heart. Okay, and it's like Jesus to a child, Careless Whisper, father figure. I think it's Jesus to a child, father figure. Then it might be Careless Whisper. There was Kissing a Fool. But if you actually read the lyrics, okay, without the music, so you're just reading the lyrics, it's deep. And then the other side, well, disc 2, has its own book. And the lyrics, I started to listen to that side today after I came back from lifting up the frigging world out there by going down the road. So when I come down, when I have my come down, because I buzz. So I'm like, it buzzes through me and I am such an energy. So I kind of come home and have to kind of go, did that just happen? That happened. Okay, Lucy, don't worry about what people think. It's all cool. And don't go there. And it was like, let's go outside in the sunshine. I know you want to, but you can't say yes. And it's like, yes, let's go outside. So I put on the disc, and after that, it was the song As, which talks about the earth, Mother Earth. As around the sun, the earth knows she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May. Just as hate knows love secure, you can rest your mind assured. Goes too low for me then. That I'll be loving you always. And something about you can't reveal the mysteries of tomorrow. I haven't actually pulled out that book, but I started typing them up as a kind of tribute. Well, I've only done Jesus to a child. And the lyrics, I thought, this is telling a story. So it was like, thank you, George Michael, who went through a lot, didn't he, about coming out, and he was brave. And so it's like, how do you know that that shit wasn't written for like us to discover right now what those lyrics actually meant? And there's a story there, all sent to help us right here in the right now. Now's the time. Okay. I remember when Philip Schofield came out, and I said to the kids, give it 2 weeks, it'll be something else on the news. It didn't really affect his reputation. If anything, it kind of, he was like a role model, really, of bravery. It's all been forgotten about because, like, the big world disaster shit come in, didn't it? And that was like a bit bigger than Philip Schofield. There was one personal development coach. Oh, I don't know who it would have been. But I read it back in the days when I first started personally developing, 2011. It was like, don't worry about what others think of you, when most of them wouldn't even like cross the road to come to your funeral. Something like that, along those lines. Not quite sure what the statement was, but you get the idea? Look, they wouldn't come to your funeral. Don't worry about people like that. Okay. Right, the mother prays, and then the mother prays I get off and have a rest. Okay, been busy. Been busy day channeling today with this energy. I hope you guys are all right. Is a raccoon out of your window? Okay. Oh, all is well. Yeah, very well. But I'll be off in an hour. Not like you haven't got another hour of me. I'm done. 1.5 minutes. You are being watched over. Many beings are aware of your existence. They know that your heart and your soul are pure, even when you may doubt it at times, because after all, you are a divine being masquerading as a decidedly fascinating mixture of light and darkness. Sometimes you may not feel so pure. That's okay. The mother prays for you not because you are about to do something ridiculous and you might come to harm, but that you might not do something ridiculous and avoid living your full potential. She wraps you in waves of love, light, and consciousness that you may feel brave enough to live your life and not hold back from pursuing what is within your heart, or really letting it pursue you and giving in to its seduction. The mother prays, so fear not and just live your life. This oracle brings you guidance. Ask for help from the Divine Mother who loves you unconditionally. Ask each day. She wants to help you, and you have to ask for that help to empower her to do so. You have her great blessing. Mark, I'm just going. How are you doing, dude? I found you live again. Yeah. Do we stay on another hour just for Mark? I'm not doing that guilt thing, Mark. You always show up. Like when I'm meant to be. It doesn't matter if I don't show up for my own premiere, and you guys don't even. Who gives a fuck? We can watch it later, can't we? Hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I was planning on getting off though, but I don't know. With your energy in the room, we might just like prolong it a bit. Can't prolong the like. Oh, we've still got a bit of time. Oh, got stitching. I got a stitch. Got a stitch in my belly. Hello. We're all doing great. Do you feel the shift? I'm awesome. Yeah, I've got like 21 minutes. I don't actually know because I'm not that great at my math. I say that though. The other day I was like a mathematician. I swear I was adding up this shit and I'm like, look, go with it, right? I've got this ability. I just didn't think about it. It's like, see, I've just had a notification on premiering in 30 minutes. I'm not shitting you. The Channel of Love premieres in 30 minutes. Bedtime storytelling, The Monk, Chapter 6. It's nice out. You're going out. I reckon it's going to be a really nice, clear night out there. Would you be able to do me a favour, please?
What?
Just close the curtain. Yeah, please. Thank you. You can lock the back door at the same time and then I know it's locked. Thank you, sweetie. It's nice. Okay. I just allow the guys just to move around a bit because we've got like this poem here. But Mark, it's so good to see you. Have you felt like the shift? Have you felt the shift? I'll remember you're out. I won't lock you out. It's okay. I'm hanging for a bit. It's all right. I'll remember. She was snoring. I had to wake her up.
Really?
Yeah, you could hear her on the live.
Aww.
I gave her a little nudge or two. But she was like kind of going, I don't know, it's like a bit of a... She's all good. She's curled up like she was hibernating, a little cocoon. I'll see you in a bit. Go wish on some stars. See ya. Okay, let me do this poem. I love you, holding my breath. Holding my breath. I love you, holding your breath in my kiss. Your heartbeat in my arms. Driving home, I could see you sitting beside me. Not with my eyes, but I knew you were there. Your beautiful legs crossed, your coat open and inviting. The soft scent of you brings a smile to my lips and to my heart because I know you are still here. That's beautiful, isn't it? This is the coming together energy. Oh, we're going to get a Divine Feminine card. I'm intrigued to see what one wants to come out of the pack. I reckon you're just intrigued to see how I pronounce my words. Listen, I don't get offended. It says more about you needing to judge. And I just don't say anything. Not that I'm even talking to you guys. Makes you giggle, doesn't it? I know it does. Right, let's have a look at these Divine Feminine cards and see what kind of shift's gone on. I'm proper impressed that I haven't really had to flick that elastic band today. They're quite balanced. You've been busy. Eastern Oregon for a week. Then a week in New Mexico and in the kitchen a lot. It's like, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? Hot dogs. How about cooking some hot dogs up for me? We got Fatima. I could pronounce that one. Took me to Fatima Whitbread. Wasn't she good with like the javelin? Was she like multitasked? She was strong, weren't she? Did she do the shot put? I was good at shot put. Best in my year. Couldn't throw them sticks though. Seriously. Right, let's have a look. The mother of, I don't know how you pronounce this, but it's Iams. Ams. I am, that's what I am. I ams. That's what, so I am. You know that's the name of God, don't you? Because you can't call it God because it's energy. Even God didn't call it God. God said, I am that I am. I am that I am. You'll understand it if you're at this stage of being in one. There's two of I ams, I ams, I ams, I ams. Love is my lineage, and gratitude is my religion. Particularly knows. Fatima, we need to find what page you're on. I'm looking for Fatima Whitbread. Just look for Fatima. It's like the Bible taking me to World Cup. Well, that took me to athletics. Okay. Who are you? Oh, Fatima, that's right. Jeez. I am. All right. I am that I am. Jump out at me. Jump out. It's like looking in a crossword puzzle, isn't it? You know. Oh, there you are. 60. Just taking a look at these sixes. So 60. It sounds like this. 6 is the number of love. It's the number of harmony, bliss. And you both reached this point of neutrality. You see the calling here in the centre of the flames, really, coming together. You can even look at that as being a kind of parasol. It could just be a big fan that's like fanned out behind her head. A bit like a peacock, really. But this is more about you being an ascended master, stepping up. You've been through your ascension. You are a master. Okay. And a master key. And until you believe that, then you won't actually be experiencing the position. What page? 60. Fatima embodies the love and fulfillment that comes from living in a state of gratitude. Fatima, I don't know, some of these B's are H's. Hands, bands, the other day. Okay. Fatima bint Mohammed, I think it's her middle name. Bint, B-I-N-T. Fatima bint Mohammed was born, because I wonder whether that was Fatima Hint Mohammed. Like, I don't know, there's Fatima and Mohammed. It's kind of like feminine, masculine name. There's a hint, but it says bint. So it's like Fatima bint Mohammed was born in the early 7th century and is the only child of Khadijah and the Prophet Muhammad to live into adulthood. She is associated with the title the mother of her father because she cared for Muhammad after her mother died. She is an object of veneration. Now, I would have to look up that word if I'm being honest. Love and respect for all Muslims because she supported her father through all of his difficulties. She was a devoted wife and mother of 2 sons and 2 daughters. Her descendants are spread throughout the Islamic world. I've got fairies flying this side, guys. I can't look that way because I go, okay, well, because I've mentioned it to you, I just wanted to point it out. Okay. I'm sure that says to the shitties. SHITES. To the shits. Oh, it's to the little shits. Okay. To the shits. She is particularly significant because she was married to Ali, the Prophet Muhammad's cousin. Ali is considered by shits to be legitimate heir to Muhammad's teachings. Fatima's many children are considered then the rightful inheritors of Islam. You make sense of that. My heart's like beating really fast. I went really common then. Beating. No, beating. I slip back to old ways. Actually, when I focus on speaking like a chav, like how I used to speak, a Londoner. Well, that's common. Let's just say common. It's not even a London accent. Okay, but Nia, I find it kind of impossible when I put my focus on it. But it amuses me when it slips out. It's like, am I around my own kind? Because normally it happens. My children don't speak like me. So, yeah, it's just like me who speaks like this. So when I kind of go back to like that, I don't even, what word was I saying? I giggle and kind of go, whoa, you kind of dropped your vowels there. Dropped your vowels? I'm a commoner. I shall never forget it. Okay. Oh. Fatima's many children are considered. Apparently, the battery's sufficiently charged now. So, have I charged you all up? I think so, because like, oh shit, what's the time? We've got to go soon. It's 2257, and I was on for it was 111. It's 112 now. 1 hour 12 minutes. I'm meaning and 12 seconds. Hi Sherry, just finishing up dinner and jumped on to say hi. And there's Mark. Yes. He popped in as well when I was planning on ending. So I'm going to get wrapped up though. I'm just having fun with this card. I don't actually know what I'm chatting about. Chatting a lot of shit. So let's just carry on. Straight-laced, straight-faced, prim and proper. And we should try not to laugh. To the shits. I can't do it, it's impossible. Oh, stop fucking about. Okay. To the shits. You can do it. Lucy, pull it together. To the shits. She is particularly significant because she was named. You little shit. Okay. To the shits. She is particularly significant because she was married to Ali, the Prophet Muhammad's cousin. Ali is considered by shits to be legitimate heir to Muhammad's teachings. I feel like someone's clearing their throat, but they're using me as a vessel, aren't they? Because it's like someone speaking up going, excuse me, I'm not too sure what I've actually said. Okay. Oh, I'm too busy laughing. Fatima's many children are considered then the rightful inheritors of Islam. And Imam, because it's I am. That's I am. But it's like am. And Imam is a leader in the Islamic faith. And Fatima is considered to be the mother of Iams. because of the love and gratitude she gave to her family. There are many stories about her devotion and the unfaltering love she provided in order to protect them. She never failed to defend what was sacred to her. It is said that Fatima stood up to Muhammad's successor, Abu Bakr, because she didn't feel that he was honouring her father's legacy in the way he had hoped. She lived with great stability because she knew that her love for her family gave her a solid foundation, identity, and clarity of purpose. When your soul selects her card, let's get there. Okay, let's check out Fatima. We can get caught up in the ego's idea of who we need to become or of what we need to achieve. Fatima is the grace that sweeps through our seemingly complex lives and reminds us of what's core, what's solid earth to the soul, family, even if family means a few beloved friends. What matters most is the love and gratitude we bring to those who are there for us, and the love and gratitude we feel when they show up for us. Nurturing, protecting, and taking care of the ones we love is a sacred occupation. My great-grandmother, Big Margie, advised me that if I ever had children, I needed to make sure I got paid for it. I had no clue what she was talking about. The idea was so foreign. Big Margie believed that women should have a wage for the time they spent raising children, so that their work would at last be valued. The role of housewife or of stay-at-home mum is sacred if it's consciously chosen. Something I did choose consciously, which it was an achievement. When Emily left school, it was like, yes, not one day of outside childcare have them children been through. Me and their dad used to work shift work so that during school holidays the other would be home, and so it didn't need adjusting, it just worked. I worked the mornings, he worked the afternoons and evenings, so it worked. And it was, I was just adamant that no one was going to raise my children for me. I don't even like the little buggers going to school. So I don't. Anyway, it's done. She's 18 soon. This time next week. Is it Friday today? Or is it Thursday? No, it's Friday. What is Saturday this morning? Yeah, this time next week. Oh, I'm just checking the time. She just had her birthday. She's 18. I'm like, you're going to have to wait till like 10 to 10 at night before you can have your drink because you're not officially 18. Are you serious? Anyway, let's get this done because I'm going to be like on my premiere soon. Oh, the most meaningful work of our lives. And when you look at the work of the Divine Feminine, that's what you're encouraged to focus on, is you are a wife. You take care of home, the family. You make sure that everyone feels loved, nurtured in your presence. And everything else just seems to function. Anyway, okay. So my great-grandmother, we repeat this, Big Margie, advised me that if I ever had children, I needed to make sure I got paid for it. I had no clue what she was talking about. The idea was so foreign. Big Margie believed that women should have a wage for the time they spent raising children, so that their work would at last be valued. The role of housewife or of stay-at-home mum is sacred if it's consciously chosen. It is a profound contribution to raise and reconstitute. Yeah, it's a little bit funny. Stay-at-home mum. I didn't do the homeschooling, did I? I sent them off, but well, if actually we had to school our children at home, people think maybe twice about having children, wouldn't they, so quickly? But, well, it doesn't matter what happened. That was a perfect time to actually keep all children at home. And start afresh. But, hey, let's not go there. Because that's like one big mess to sort out, isn't it? But let's carry on. The role of housewife or of stay-at-home mum is sacred if it's consciously chosen. It is a profound contribution to raise and, how do I say it again? Reconstitute the world. There is a legacy of love that can be inherited by the whole family from such undivided attention and presence. Fatima restores the significance and importance to the spiritual path of motherhood. Fatima is also a call to step back, take a deep breath, and take inventory of how much you can be grateful for right now in this moment. She releases you from unreal expectations of yourself, whether you have mothered a child, a friend, or yourself. Fatima helps you see again the vital role the nurturer provides. She offers the perspective that says love is the family we all belong to, and gratitude is the state of wealth we get to live in. Soul voice meditation. What am I most grateful for in this moment? And the intention, love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. It's beautiful. And you have the likes of Sherry. That's many times Sherry said, but I'm not actually a mum. And it's like, oh, she is. She's one of the lovely people that helps the children who struggle into the families they've been born into. So without Sherry, then, you know, being there to be that support network for them, their lives would most definitely be worse off. Right, I'm going. I've got to go because I'm on my reading thing now. I love you all. I'm going. Listen. True though, Sherry, I've said to you many times, you might not view yourself as being a mother, but it doesn't mean that you're not given the role. And that you haven't been mothering. Okay. All remember your worth. You're here to mother, nurture. Take the pressure off. It's going to be a dog mum in 2 weeks. Doggy's all right. Dog can take care of itself. You can just be the mum. I'm going. I love you all. Have a lovely evening. I'll see anyone who's joining me for this chapter tonight. There's a good story within this story, a little fable that the monk shared. It's important that you remember it and maybe even write it down, guys. The fable. It starts off about the lighthouse and then you meet the sumo wrestler. Okay, that's the point. You need to take note because I think that whole little passage that I read out gives you a reminder of the 7 virtues of living a. Well, I don't know. Let's go and listen to it. Yeah, got enough time to put the kettle on, make a cuppa because it says 23:08 here and it starts at 11. So that's like 3 minutes, and then there's 2 minutes waiting for the premiere. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye, guys. Take care. Much love. Sweet dreams. Bye for now.